minutes of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on it. Under pressure, they got him again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, the Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He'll take this inside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they... He's got a man, complete! And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Allen now on 1st down. And down he defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. They'll try to run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game until the defense proves they can stop him.
Gay now set to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the kick...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Wilson. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, blitz coming, and down he goes. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. For a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 22. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 33 yards. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10. It's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Paul again. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Open man is Uzomah. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Pushes him over, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it. And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs
If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back, incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air, Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jets are gonna get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Play action. It's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in his ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Jets 31, Bills 21. Tyler Bass with the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball again on 2nd down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Running left, it's Hall. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll go again with Hall.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
And this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think you're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
It's another one. We got another one. Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it, but she did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn.